What's going on, guys? Super Deathbot here, back to bring you a review of Articulated Icon's Modern Ninja, a.k.a. Solitaire. Sorry it has been about a month, guys, since my last review. My allergies were so bad, I literally could not talk for 30 seconds without sneezing or making some sort of gross, horrible noise. So that is why I have not been reviewing anything, but I have a bunch to bring you, so I am really excited to get into this one. So why don't we do that? So I did not back the Kickstarter like a fool. I really wish I did and got them earlier, but I was glad that they had their own store sale. So I picked up, I think I got 6 of this guy and a bunch of other ones that I will be reviewing, and honestly, when their whole store goes up, I might get a few more of him for customs, and just because I think he will be one of my top 10 figures of the year. So let's go over sculpt and paint first, and then we will dive into articulation and scale. So if you see here, he has that skull paint on his face. He's got the bright orange eyes, which, you know what, they actually take really cool pictures, so I'm pretty stoked about that. He's got weathered paint all over him, which I like, you know. I think it's cool because it's more like it's, you know, battle worn, and it helps with photos too, instead of just being plain black. I think it helps a lot with photos. His sculpt is really nice on his belt, the body, the everything. Like, they're all really detailed and nice sculpts. He's got nice sculpts on the foot wraps, pants, all the wrinkles, everything. They just did a really nice job on these, and you can tell that they put a lot of effort into it, and I am glad that we got him. I think he just looks really cool. He was my favorite one out of the bunch. Not that I don't like regular ninjas, but this dude is just badass to me. So paint apps are really good. Sculpt is really nice. They photograph well, and they come with, he probably comes with the least out of all the ninjas I got, but to me he is the coolest. So it's cool that they sculpted the ammo clip on there. I mean, I know a lot of people probably prefer it to come out, but you know what, at least they got the detail on there for the picture, so it looks like that. Pouches are really nice. Clip on the belt. You know, everything really shows up well, and even though the mask is a simple skull design, I think it's really nice. So, in terms of articulation, these guys you gotta be a little careful with. His head does go all the way back, and not careful, like, it's not like they're fragile or anything like that, but their joints are, you know, a little sticky, so you might want to run them under some hot water or get some oil for their joints and stuff like that. But overall, I didn't have too much trouble, other than this, to me, was the hardest part to deal with. But head can go 360 around, goes pretty far back for those ninja poses. The arms go pretty far out, so that's cool. He does have a good amount of ab crunch, you know, it's really not bad. Goes pretty far forward and goes pretty far back as well. You do get this opening in his chest or ab area when it's that far back, but you can kind of hide it with this in photos, or you could, you know, depending on how you angle them or stuff like that. But you also could put swords in there and stuff too, so it looks like he's getting kind of stabbed, but you can play the angles with that, and you know what, I'll take that. For as far as he goes back, I'll take the sacrifice of having to try and find a way to hide that angle. As you can see, sculpt and everything is, you get more of that sculpt, you see is nice. There is a waist swivel. Oh, come on, camera, focus. Sorry. There's also bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist swivel, and can move left and right fairly well. The head doesn't go side to side, and the ab does not really go side to side, but I don't really care because you get enough articulation out of all the other spots to get him in the poses you need to. He does have thigh swivel. He has a double jointed knee, and he has calf swivel. He has a lot of ankle pivot, which is really nice, and his foot goes down pretty far. So I am overall pleased with the articulation on these. The legs do go pretty far out. I'm not going to put them too much. They do go further out. I have to unfreeze these joints. You can see they're giving a little bounce back. I haven't got the chance to do that yet, so I'm not gonna mess with those too much in this review. But that's the base of the articulated icon's bodies and his articulation. Now, here come the reasons I really thought this guy looked cool once you get him going. So, he comes with 2 pairs of goggles. He comes with a green and a red. I personally like the red better, so I'll show you the green first because I'll keep the red ones on. But I think it's cool that they gave you options. Instantly, I think he looks really cool. I mean, not that I didn't, but I think it really adds that, especially in photos, you know, you get that color pop and a little bit of darker lighting. It just makes them look really, really cool. You can do some nice things with that. They slide on pretty easy, and they have seemed to stay tight on all the figures I have. So, pretty pleased with that. I really just think they make them look cool. My left goggle on this guy is a little sloppy. You can see some paint there, but he's really one of the only ones I got like that out of the 6. So, you know, it's their first round of stuff. I'm not going to give them too much of a hard time about that, and I can take a little acetone and fix that. He also comes with, but I mean, right there, I think you can see he looks so cool, you know? They did a really good job on him, the contrast, the white and the red. He comes with a pistol right here, and I have wanted this for a while on any figure. He comes with a silencer that plugs into it. So, really cool silence pistol. It's got pretty decent detail on the sculpt. The paint is just solid black and no weathering, but you know what? I'm okay with that because it's probably a new weapon, and I don't much need it to have that much weathering or anything like that. And I really, really like the fact that they gave him a silence pistol. That's really cool. The next thing he comes with are his sword and sheath. I don't have the proper names of what each blade is called for different sizes, so you'll have to forgive me on that. But the sculpt is pretty awesome on these things. It's really nice, it's clean, it's simple. The light reflects off it because it's more like a satin than a matte or a gloss, so you get a really, really nice finish on all the stuff with him. The blades are black, which I think is really, really cool. You can see they did a nice job designing the handle. I think so anyway, just to give it some, you know, just some style, something different. And I'll give you the comparison. The blades, oh, actually, you know what? He's one of the ninjas that comes with 2 of the same size blade, which I am completely okay with. So you can put this, I think it's kind of cool because they give you options. You can put it lower on his back like that, which is a neat look. I'm a big fan of it. And you can have it like that, or you could have it, you know, slightly turned, just to give all sorts of different options. And then it also hooks into his back, I believe, or maybe that's, yeah, no, I think so. Just have to get in there a little better. Same thing, you can have it up there, or you can angle it. So, I mean, especially in group shots, it's really cool that they give you, you know, different ways to put the swords. So when you're army building a figure, just something to, you know, differentiate each one of them. So, if you see I'm having a little trouble standing them, it's not them. I have some of the other figures that I've been messing around with more and run them under hot water. Once the joints are a little bit looser, they stand fine, and I don't have any problems or anything like that. So that's not really a concern if you're noticing that. Sorry about that. And now we will go to size comparison. So these guys are definitely a little shorter on the 6-inch scale. Actually, you know what I should do? I should show you him holding the gun. People are probably going to want to see that. Now, you can get him in some pretty cool poses and stuff like that. The silencer is a little bent forward, but I'm going to heat that peg a little and do that. His finger doesn't seem to be separated from the other fingers, but you know what? That's not a big issue. You can either put a new hand on him, or I'm sure you could just cut his finger because it doesn't seem to be unstuck, but you know what? Not the end of the world. But now size comparisons. So, like I said, he is a little smaller, but no big deal because I like different scale size figures anyway. Here he is next to Marvel Legends Scourge, which is only about maybe, if even, 1/8 of an inch taller with his ab all the way up. Maybe a quarter, if anything. And then here he is next to Mezco Deadpool. And it's not just the height. You can see his body style and stuff is a little bit smaller. And but it's alright. I think it makes cool to have diverse figures like that, body types, so some figures can look more menacing or just do different things with them. So there you go. There's my review of Modern Ninja, a.k.a. Solitaire, and I think he is a must pick up. I know they will be opening a store. If you can get a bunch to take some cool pictures, power to you. If not, if you can just scoop one, I think he's a really cool character to be like a leader, or even just like a character to keep showing up in your photos or something like that. Also, that mean red machine on the right is my next review, so I will see you guys then. As always, I appreciate you watching. I will definitely be posting way more videos more frequently. I just could not shake that allergy bug, which finally seems to have subsided. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.